Welcome to the Frankfurt Major 2015 game between CDEC Gaming and EG Evil Geniuses. I am Silent Soul, and I'm guessing this game because there's not much else going on right now.
CDEC's turn to ban.
Pick this game because EG and CDEC are two of my favorite teams, and let's get started. So, bans, I would be expecting some of the normal stuff. Maybe a Shadow Fiend, Tusk, Brood, Doom, or
10 seconds remaining.
Darkseer bans, Undying, Quap, two other very popular heroes. Quap,
CDEC's
probably the
turn
most
to ban.
used hero in this patch. Often first picked, first banned, just very good hero. Shadow Fiend, best mid hero, probably right
Evil
now.
Geniuses turn to
Undying,
ban.
just not a fun hero to play against, very powerful. Gyrocopter, a
CDEC's
little bit unusual.
turn
He's a very
to pick.
powerful hero, but generally doesn't get banned out as much. But definitely a good hero to ban out. Very powerful. Now for CDEC Gaming, I would expect something like Phantom Lancer or Ember Spirit for the aggressive. For aggressive, he likes to play those heroes and likes to get in fights early with items like Drum and Boots of Travel, but Till's hero probably picked up later. I'd
10
be expecting right
seconds
now maybe a
remaining.
Tusk or
5
their
seconds
mid hero maybe.
remaining.
You could pick up an Io as well.
Reserve time.
Seems like they're kind of wondering about the bans probably.
Tusk.
And it will be the Tusk. Tusk, one of the best heroes this
Evil
patch.
Geniuses
Often
turn
picked.
to pick.
Very good as offlane or roaming support, more often played as. And the Ice Shards and the Snowball, just very powerful abilities. Walrus Punch is a good lockdown. And you see this hero from almost every team played in this patch. For EG, they expecting some of the other normal heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
With Fear now playing the number 4 support,
5 seconds remaining.
their team's playstyle is a little bit different, so
Winter
Wyvern
Wyvern.
is one of the supports, very powerful support.
Evil Geniuses turn to pick.
She's been in both the games I've casted so far. Excuse me, sorry. The Winter's Curse is such a powerful ultimate, and then Doom,
CDEC's turn to
often
pick.
first banned, even though he was nerfed by the Axe nerf, he's still 48 damage per second and heal at 45. Completely ridiculous. Level 8 or 7, so very powerful hero, see him a lot. And Doom just takes a hero out of the fight. He says you can no longer press buttons on your keyboard, just use a mouse. So, two very powerful heroes on the side of EG, and the Ancient Apparition for CDEC Gaming.
CDEC's turn
Now,
to ban.
Ancient Apparition generally sees a little bit later pick. The ultimate, very good against Doom, counters the heal, and actually very good against Winter Wyvern too, for the same reason. Both those heroes use a lot of healing, so Ancient Apparition can heroes just counter pick them,
10
stop their
seconds
heals,
remaining.
and very good hero. So I think we see our
5
supports
seconds
set
remaining.
for CDEC Gaming. It'll be interesting to see where they send the Doom
Reserve time.
for Team EG, because he can be played pretty much in every single lane and the jungle, so you can see him played by SoulSilent or TZ or Universe probably. So now for CDEC bans, probably gonna be targeting the enemy's mid or offlane. You can see a Brood ban right now. Brood being a very powerful hero. TA, very good mid hero.
Evil
banning her out.
Geniuses turn to ban.
Might mean that they're going for a little bit less tanky mid, somebody who might have less HP and more armor. But TA is just very powerful right now, so isn't too revealing about the CDEC draft. TA is also probably really good against
10
most aggressive
seconds
heroes,
remaining.
such as the Phantom Lancer. Just because aggressive
5
wants to go in there
seconds
early,
remaining.
and TA, is minus armor from meld, can be really bad if you're
Reserve
not
time.
super well farmed carry. Lena banned out by EG.
CDEC's
but
turn
probably
to
been,
ban.
CDEC's mid hero, so bang out Lena. Powerful. Not as played as she was last patch due to her slate nerfs on her damage, but still very powerful hero.
10 seconds remaining.
From CDEC Gaming here, you'll probably be expecting
5
either
seconds
another mid
remaining.
game or offlane. I don't think they would target a support hero right now. Probably not off lane, because they
Reserve
might
time.
think a Doom is off lane. So I think the safest bet would be just another mid ban or banning out some support they don't want to play against. And Darkseer banning up the offlane. Darkseer,
Evil
surprised he went this
geniuses
far
turn
through
to
the draft.
ban.
By far one of the most powerful heroes this patch. Punishes all the melee carries right now going around. His Ion Shell push is ridiculous. Wall of Replica Vacuum, very, very powerful. Overall, Darkseer
10
probably going to be nerfed
seconds
in the next
remaining.
patch. He's up there. Normally your first bans are something like
5
Darkseer,
seconds
Brood, Shadow
remaining.
Fiend, and Dusk or Doom. Undying and
Reserve
Claw in there as
time.
well. So. For the second ban of EG, probably going to be aiming at either the mid, carry, might be trying to hit the PL for aggressive. PL being aggressive's
Reserve
main
time.
hero after the last patch where
Evil
aggressive
geniuses
dominated
turn
with
to
it.
pick.
Bang out the Viper, so probably going to be sending somebody who would suffer really hard against those two heroes who have very good range, very good harass, into the mid lane. Both Lena and Viper will make your life horrible in the mid lane. Picking up the Bane, that'll probably be Fierce
CDEC
hero.
turn to pick.
Bane has seen a rise in popularity during this tournament and the one before it. His ult, another way to just say you're out of the fight for good. What's that ult's duration? Good 5 to 7 seconds. So that's enough time for you to deal tons of damage to everyone else or him. And very powerful support. Brains to Happen, Nightmare, another two abilities that are just very
10
powerful.
seconds remaining.
And even the reduced damage ability on Bane, Enfeeble, still a good ability.
5 seconds remaining.
Good for shutting down people trying to trade hits with you in the off lane or something.
Reserve time.
For CDEC Gaming, we're looking at probably their mid or off lane. Probably save aggressive zero for last. They do that often, unless they want to try and avoid the PL ban. So they might pick him up during the second draft pick of this phase, but probably not gonna see their safe lane.
In the spirit.
Maybe will. That's Ember Spirit. That'll be
Evil
aggressive hero
geniuses
probably.
turn to pick.
Aggressive likes this Ember Spirit. Not as much as PL, but PL's a little bit weaker this patch, and Ember Spirit's still very strong. And the Tiny pick from EG.
CDEC turn
Tiny,
to pick.
generally picked with IO, and has seen a little bit of a rise recently of just being picked on his own as a core, instead of doing the IO Tiny mid lane. And Tiny, pretty self-reliant, which will allow Bane and Winter Wyvern to gank, and he's also able to fight early, which is very important against CDEC, because CDEC will force fights often and early. Aggressive will be in those fights with them.
10 seconds remaining.
That's how they beat EG during TI. Before the
5
finals,
seconds remaining.
and how they put up quite a fight against EG during the finals of TI5.
Reserve time.
CDEC probably trying to think of a way to mess up this draft. The Tiny and Doom, two very powerful, very tanky strength-based cores. We've seen a lot of rise of that. Previously it was the era of the agility cores,
10
but this
seconds
patch we see a lot of
remaining.
these more strength-based carries.
Evil geniuses turn to
And
ban.
Spirit Breaker, that's probably going to be the offlane hero for CDEC. Spirit Breaker, don't see too much of him. He gets banned out a decent amount, and very powerful hero. His amount of stuns is very
10
ridiculous,
seconds remaining.
and having him will allow their team to at least have a little bit more lockdown.
5
because they're
seconds
currently lacking
remaining.
in it a little bit, having only Cold Feet and Tusk to do anything. So having Ember
Reserve
Spirit will
time.
add a little bit more. EG probably thinking about what mid hero to ban out against CDEC. Ember Spirit used to be played mid, but is mostly now a safe lane carry, especially in aggressive's hands. More powerful mid heroes. The big ones have been banned out. So they're probably thinking about more of the fringe picks that maybe CDEC likes to go to in the case where a lot of this stuff is banned out. Those heroes that a little bit less often seen, but good heroes still. I'll be the Razor ban out. Anti-carry, very good against Tiny.
CDEC turn to ban.
He'll deal a lot of damage from Tiny, and Tiny very much likes having huge amounts of damage, but doesn't have the best attack time, so adding on to Razor would have been very bad for TV Evil Geniuses. CDEC ban is probably going to be
10
aimed
seconds
at
remaining.
the enemy team's mid hero.
5 seconds remaining.
Assuming Tiny's going safe lane, or you think they're looking for a safe lane or off lane? Banging up
Evil
the Slaughter.
geniuses turn
Slaughter,
to pick.
another very powerful hero, very often played. A little bit surprised to see him make it this far through the draft. Him and Dazzle are two very powerful heroes right now. Both do a lot of minus armor. The two of them together is a very powerful combo. And you've been seeing a lot of these two heroes, Slaughter especially, being played often as an offlaner. Very good initiator with his stun.
10 seconds remaining.
So
5 seconds
EG
remaining.
for that last core hero. I'm trying really hard to think about what might be
Reserve
best
time.
in this case. Really depends on whether they're putting the Doom and the Tiny, because Tiny could go mid, Doom could also go mid. Doom can go off lane or safe lane, Tiny can go safe lane. So this could honestly be any of those three positions.
Timbersaw!
That's going to be the Timbersaw pick.
CDEC
Timbersaw here you
turn
don't see
to
too
pick.
much of. He's very good against strength-based heroes, which there isn't a lot of. He's also very good against heroes who have high magic resistance, which there isn't much of on CDEC either. So, a little bit surprised by this pick. So the reason I chose to cast this game also is Timbersaw, one of my favorite heroes in the game.
10
It's a lot of
seconds
fun,
remaining.
and he's very good at bursting heroes down, so that's probably why they picked him against the Ember
5
and the Ancient
seconds
Apparition.
remaining.
Two heroes who tend to be very squishy throughout the entire game, so he can just zip in with his chain and
Reserve time.
CDEC Gaming caught off guard a little by this
5
looks
seconds remaining.
like.
Dragon Knight.
There'll be Dragon Knight in the mid lane for CDEC Gaming, and that'll be Shiki's hero. So it looks like a Sumail, Timbersaw, an Arteezy, mid, probably Tiny, and a Universe offlane Doom for Team Evil Geniuses. And
10 seconds 5 remaining. Seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
whoa, a little bit fast there. And sorry about that.
10 seconds remaining.
And so, we have on the team of CDEC Gaming, Hugh on Ancient
Prepare for
Apparition,
battle.
Shiki on the mid Dragon Knight, XZ on the Tusk, Garter on the Spirit Breaker, and Aggressive on his Ember Spirit. And for Team EG, we have Arteezy on the, Tiny, probably going mid. We have PPD on his Winter Wyvern, Fear on the Bane, Doom, played by Universe in the offlane, and Timbersaw for Sumail. Looks like there might be a clash up here in the upper room, the top room. And a lot of wards coming out, so we have a ward up here
30
and
seconds
up
to
here
battle.
by both teams, so good vision up there. Mid lane ward to keep things under control. And is this an offlane Tusk? It looks like. With a Spirit Breaker up here, it looks like it's going to be an offlane Tusk. Yagar is one of their support players, so that makes sense. And big fight in the top room, and it looks like Arteezy gets the room, and down goes Arteezy, and down goes Aggressive, Doom, and Fear, Doom and Brain Sap. A lot of damage, and it looks like Q might also be going down. Needs one more brain, just needs to get vision to break that. And already, EG pulling ahead with 2 kills. Who got those kills? That was Winter Wyvern. So Winter Wyvern and Bane got the 2 kills for Team EG. And it looks like Bane is going to be pressuring this Dragon Knight in the mid lane, trying to help out Tiny, who already has died once, but trying to make Gracie's, or sorry, confuse those two probably. Arteezy's life a little bit easier. Down the bottom lane, pretty easy lane for Timbersaw, one-on-one versus Strength Hero. So the two supports don't really need to help protect the same lane. So Tusk will probably have, sorry, that easy a time, but Timbersaw will be getting farm. Tusk will still be getting some, but probably not as much as the Timbersaw as Timbersaw, especially when insects can easily get them. But Tusk will be more experienced than your normal offlane. And up top we have Doom and Winter Wyvern facing off against the tri-lane from CDEC of the Ancient Apparition, Sphere Breaker, and the Carry Aggressive, Ember Spirit. And Aggressive, not doing too well right now. Outlasted by the Doom. And Sphere Breaker, charging Fear over the rune, the 2-minute rune. Big got it, it's a double damage, and Sphere Breaker might be in a little bit of trouble here. You have Q on the Ancient Apparition rotating over, but does not look like that'll be enough. Q just backs off, and down goes Spirit Breaker. Arctic Slow, or Arctic Burn, I think. Yeah, and Fear's damage. A little bit too much. Fear does have a bottle. I think that might be Tiny's bottle. Well, that's Fear's bottle. So, Fear went and picked up a bottle, I think. Being able to patrol runes better. He's gonna be roaming around a lot. And then he switched from being their position 1 support to being their position 4 support. He still gets quite a bit of farm on his hero. They like to keep their supports pretty rich during TI AOI 2000. They did 4 protect 1 strategy. Make sure you love him. And looks like Shiki might be in trouble here. Get tossed back, right sept, and he goes down. Fear being very active around the map right now. Very good at this. Old man Fear. And Arteezy will pick up that kill. And Bane is really, Fear's really controlling this game, it feels like. Doing a lot of work for his team. And it's like, other lanes, other than where it is, have been kind of quiet this game. Dragon Knight rotating up, probably looking to stack up the jungle a little bit, since he's having a little bit of a hard time in the mid lane. And Aggressive, alright, he's got his poor band shield. We'll probably be seeing a Drum of Endurance, TP boots, or something like that out of him. Those are his signature items. He builds Drum on almost every hero to give his hero more stats and make him able to fight more early. It makes him pretty tanky, so. Aggressive's playstyle is pretty different from most, same with the entire team of CDEC. They do a lot less of this, you know, careful farming and force a lot of team fights 5-on-5, push down towers, and although they're not quite as skilled as say EG being a very skilled roster, Sumail having gone crazy with his Storm Spirit at TI, and nothing didn't come out of that, just a little bit of pressure on Sumail of the Tusk, and Sumail has hit 6, so will be coming out very powerful ultimate.
Denied!
And Sumail doesn't actually have as much gold as you might expect from him. Really needs those mana boots. He does not have enough mana otherwise.
Denied.
And Cheeky's still having a very tough time in the mid lane. He's down by 4 levels with the Tiny, who is level 6, so Tiny's doing quite well. Laying last hits and denies. To get look at hero net worth, is being led pretty heavily by Team EG. Aggressive up there, so is their offlane Tusk, but Dragon Knight below Fear in net worth. Fear level 4, doing very well. He's already got his mana boost. Second up the jungle for Timbersaw, who can burst farm very easily. Kind of reminds me of Leshrac, deals a ton of damage really quickly. Just isn't quite as useful. And Fear is getting, Arteezy is getting gone on by Tusk and Spearbreaker. Spearbreaker got unlucky, it looks like the charge and down goes Tusk. Fear and Sumail rotate in. Even Universe TP's in, so we're probably looking to try to pick up a kill on Shiki. Q does have Nightmare, and Q will go down. And Shiki in some trouble, but looks like Shiki will make it out alright. Aggressive coming in. Playing very aggressively, as he's known for. Down goes Universe on his Doom. And there's a charge on Fear from Garter, and okay, Garter does cancel it. Didn't look like he was wanted to go on that. But EG still doing very well. The pickup was worth quite a bit. 300, almost 400 gold worth for the Universe kill. And that all went to Shiki, so that'll really help him out. He's still not quite level 6. This creep wave will give it. And there he goes, level 6. But he's definitely going to be wanting. He picks up a bracer for some more stats. He just needs to be able to survive. Arteezy has been doing very well in this tiny in the mid lane. It's made life very difficult for him. And Q sitting up here trying to get some levels on that Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition tends to be a very greedy support, so it makes sense they're trying to give him as much farm as they can. Wouldn't be surprised if Q here goes for a Hand of Midas. Universe though, playing it safe, not getting far up in case he gets ganked. Just sitting back. He had a Satyr, so he does have the extra 4 health regen, and he has the Hoodlum, or Shockwave, sorry. He has the Shockwave, which pretty good nuke actually. Surprisingly good for something you get off a creep. Very mana intensive though. And Aggressive looks like just farming up the jungle, trying to get as much money as he can. He went for power treads, looks like this game, so we're not going to be saying those TD boots he's full mode for. But wouldn't be surprised if he went for drum next. And Dragon Knight still sitting mid, trying to get as much done. And Tiny is okay. He's just farming the jungle. The Outland Defi might be ganking somebody. And he's just clearing out these stacks that Fear's been making this whole game. Sumail has his mana moves, has his soul ring, he's going to Bloodstone next, and it seems like he's got a pretty good amount of money. Doom. Just getting a little bit tankier, it looks like. Doesn't want to die again like he did before. And still, net worth being ruled by EG. A little bit to be expected. These heroes are very, very good. These players, one last TI. And the smoke comes out from Fear and PPD. Looks like they're going to try and gank the smoked up Garter or the Tusk down here. Tusk has been having a very good game so far. And actually they find aggressive. Sleep. And Garter's charging in on the PPD. Sumail trying to come in, but and AA ult flying in, just barely misses. Tusk manages to stack still and push Sumail out, but Sumail looks alright, so Sumail being healed up, ends up going down. But trades his life for Garter at least, so could have been worse. And Universe comes in. Doom on Dragon Knight, and Dragon Knight in trouble here. Taking quite a bit of damage. Great Sap, and yep, down he goes. With the help of the Shockwaves. So a 2-for-1 trade, Sumail for the Tusk and Dragon Knight. Definitely in favor of EG there. Just Sumail was the only one who ended up going down in that. Well, that's only the second fight. Fight recap's kind of not the best, but well, that's going to hurt him a little bit in terms of his farming. But Timbersaw, not a hero who needs to AFK farm for too long. Bloodstone is pretty needed on the hero due to his small mana pool and low in and so low regen. Thank you. Playing it safe here. Definitely going for that Hand of Midas. 1500 gold saved up. And in comes Garter, trying to gank Sumail. Stun him, and Sumail goes down to the 2 supports on CDEC. So, Sumail, that's definitely not something you want to have happen to him. He's worth quite a lot of money. So, Spirit Breaker, now doing quite well. But net worth still being ruled heavily by Arteezy. Arteezy picked up after the International for Team EG. Very skilled player and is doing very well. And he has an Invis rune.
Radiant's
Looks like he's
bottom
trying to pick up a
tower
kill.
is
There's
under
only 2
attack.
supports on the side of EG. And Henemitis recipe already gotten for Q. Very good for him. Fear, God Cloak. PPD, he's the one who's going to be buying all the wards. And Aggressive barely dodges
Radiant's
the
bottom
avalanche.
tower
That would
is
have been
under
very bad
attack.
if he'd been caught by that. Tusk hasn't been roaming around too much, mostly been staying in this bottom lane. And it pays off, he's level 9
Radiant's
right
bottom
now.
tower
He has
is
a higher
under
net worth
attack.
than their safe lane carry. And he's doing very well. A little bit surprised he hasn't been moving around the map a little bit more. Aggressive could definitely use the space. Excuse me. Aggressive has his bracer. We'll be working
Dire's
on
bottom
that.
tower is
Drum
under
of endurance, I
attack.
bet. And both teams look like they're sitting back a little bit more, trying to farm. Sumail definitely looking for more money, but being very careful after the last gank that happened to him. Shiki is doing about the same as their Ember Spirit, not doing the best, but definitely not doing too bad. This is a hard mid lane, getting 2-hand, and Tiny is just hard to go up against. And there's light going down on, and down goes Sumail again. Garter will be traded for him, and looks like Q might be going down as well. Yeah, Q looks like he said Tusk will make it out. So 2 supports for Sumail. Sumail though, not doing so well. At 1 in 3, so he's definitely going to be trying to sit back a little bit more careful, I think, from now on. CDEC focusing a lot on that hero, trying to make sure he doesn't get farmed. And he already does have his Blink Dagger though, so EG definitely is pushing ahead here.
If I can't have you, no one will.
Doom has got his Drum of Endurance, so they're ahead in that regard. And
Radiant's top tower is under
feels
attack.
like Team EG is just kind of running away with this game right now. Aggressive though, without too much money right now. Did he recently buy? Nope. So Aggressive still just not all that rich. He went for a bottle, it looks like. So still playing very defensively, knowing that if he goes out too far, he can just be picked off easily by the Dynamo here. Clearing creep waves like it's nothing. Dragon Knight is getting a decent amount of money. I wonder what this item might be that he's saving up for. Could be a Blink Dagger. Really don't know why he's saving up this
Radiant's
much.
bottom tower is under attack.
Generally, Dragon Knights buy a couple smaller items. Obviously, can't buy Drum right now because his carry's going for it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And with the ult on everybody on CDEC, I would not be surprised if they'll start looking for a few more single pickoffs and things. Looks like Team EG is grouping up though for a smoke. That's actually 2 drums on the side of EG, one on Doom and one on Arteezy. A little bit surprising, you generally don't see teams stack up 2 of the same item that has an aura effect. But Drum,
Radiant's
I
top
can see why,
tower
very
is under
powerful.
attack.
Being able to
Dire's
activate it
bottom
twice in a
tower
fight
is
could
under
fight a
attack.
little bit.
Dire's
And
structures
in
are
general, these 2 heroes
fortified.
tend to be a good distance apart, so I can see a reason for it. I'm not sure if it's the best idea, but this is EG. I bet they know something that I don't. Garter just TPing bottom. A little bit surprised by that. Not sure quite why they did that. He was up there that far too. Oh, placing a ward, which it looks like EG is pinging out, so EG might know about it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And aggressive pushing up
Dire's
lane.
middle
He
tower
does have the
is
drum of
under attack.
endurance. And Fear just comes in and ults aggressive. Sumail comes in, and that looks like a dead. Aggressive barely escaping on that.
Dire's middle tower is under
If he had been
attack.
half a second slower, he would have been dead by Sumail. So, very close. Very well played by Arteezy, keeping his cool. Okay, he'll go back in. And he's going on Fear.
Dire's
sitting right
middle
next to
tower
him.
is under attack.
And aggressive. Very low. Very low. Can Arteezy get him? Dodges that. And looks like Sumail's just going to run away. Aggressive.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Sumail drops. Aggressive playing that very well, dodging a lot of those abilities. And Q just has no HP, can't do anything about that. And in from the back, Tiny comes in and takes
Radiant
out aggressive.
structures are
So,
fortified.
and Universe went down
Dire's
somewhere.
middle tower has fallen.
Probably, yeah, just got picked up by Dragon Knight and Dusk lost on there. And Tier 1
Radiant's
on
bottom tower
the bottom
has
lane
fallen.
goes down to 4.
Dire's top tower is under
GG.
attack.
So, and so there was the Blink Dagger for Shiki on the Dragon Knight, and he's sitting here, maybe trying to get a kill on Universe. Universe doing
Dire's
very well,
top
has his
tower
Vlad
is
and
under
everything.
attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Arteezy has his, yeah, he has had a Blink and Drum for a while, saving up, probably going for an Aghanim's. Glimmer Cape already finished on Fear, so EG definitely feels like they're pulling ahead right now. And on PPD, still nothing. Guy's gonna be just buying wards. Not gonna have much money the entire game. And one part of the staff, or the staff of Wizardry, one part of Ags is already finished for Q, so he'll be working towards that with his Hand of Midas. Tusk doing quite well also, so 2 drums on both teams. Tusk also has a drum of endurance, has an Ogre Club. That could be either BKB or maybe it's Hanjin Yasha or something. Heaven's Halberd, something along those lines. And aggressive looks like he's probably going for maybe Yasha next with that Van Velvenkin.
Dire's bottom
Pushing
tower
out top
is
lane a
under
little bit.
attack.
With aggressive. Both teams seem to be sitting back a little bit, not really wanting to go in, but not sure where the rest of the other team is as much. Tiny looks like he might be trying to catch out the Dragon Knight, but Universe pushes a little bit too far, gets picked off, but gets her right to return. He goes down to here and Arteezy. Talking to Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight is very dead right now. Yeah, a little bit from Sumail gets the kill. So again, every one of these little fights leads off with just a kill or 2 from
Radiant's
CDEC,
top
and
tower is under
Yugi
attack.
coming in and taking out twice as many. 2 pieces of Aghanims already done for this Tiny. He's doing very well.
Radiant's top tower is
By
under
far the
attack.
highest net worth. Well, 3,000 net worth above the highest on CDEC. CDEC not doing so well right now.
Dire's
Easy beat them in
bottom
the last,
tower is under attack.
TI, and they're just going to town here.
Dire's bottom tower
This is
has
game 1
fallen.
of a 3-game series, so I believe this is the winner's bracket, so it's not too bad if CDEC loses this, but and the 3rd piece of Aghanim Scepter already up on Tiny. Tiny doing so well. Don't know why he maybe gonna get a little bit more heal out of the bottle. He set down one of his items. Fear got 9,000 gold saved up. Might be going for Blink Dagger next. Blink Dagger on Bane. I'd say this game right now leans heavily on aggressive shoulders. Whether or not he can start
Dire's
getting
bottom tower is under
some
attack.
these pickoffs on heroes.
Dire's
But he's
structures
just not
are
doing well enough right
fortified.
now. He and Dragon Knight is way too far down on the net worth. Take a look at their levels. They're actually
Radiant's
the same
top
level
tower
as,
is under attack.
well, they're the same level as Fear. 2 levels behind the Tiny. Not really where you want to be at. PBD and University here. Looks like they might be trying to catch aggressive if you tried to push out the lane. And CDEC is smoked up. Trying to pick up a kill on one of University PBD, it looks like. Can't find them, so looks like they're just gonna fall back maybe. Nope, they're just sitting around trying to figure out where they're gonna go. They really want to kill right now. Put up here. And they find Universe. Universe looks like, yep, Universe goes down. Q got blown up by Sumaya or Fire Team. The Winter's Curse on 2. Down goes XC. Down goes Garner. Sumaya takes down RTC, and it looks like a full team wipe from Team CDEC against, or by EG against Team CDEC. Sumail with a triple kill. Sumail doing what I did before during TI. Gets a hero, gets Bloodstone on him, and just comes back and destroys the enemy team. CDEC down by whopping 13 kills right now. Things are not looking good for them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And so Sumail has finished his Bloodstone. Tiny has his Agnims.
Dire's top tower has
Sumail
fallen.
probably looking at
Dire's middle
maybe an
tower
Axe,
is
an
under
Alt Rain
attack.
Core, Shivas, some just more int items. Universe is Doom. He's got a Shadow Amulet that's gonna become a Shadow Blade on him, and he's doing quite well. PPD has Cloak. That'll become another Glimmer Cape on Team EG. Glimmer Cape being one of the best support items that came out in the last patch. Very good item. XC going for his BKB right now with that Ogre Club, and quite a waste away due to them having died a ton during these last team fights. DK saved up 1,000 gold right now. Probably thinking about buying a BKB. He needs to start being able to live through these team fights a little bit longer. Spirit Breaker with an Ogre Club already. Probably gonna be another BKB. There's a charge up on Fear right now by Garter. And he's gonna follow through with this. Fear looks like he might be in a little bit of trouble. Sumail though, Blink. Sumail with a Blink Dagger on his Fear goes down. But Blink Dagger on Timbersaw, a little bit surprising. Not the most common kill, but very good item.
Dire's bottom tower
And
is
Girl
under
we happy with that.
attack.
And now he's charging bottom, going on Arteezy. I doubt he'll continue that charge. Deal up? He might be. DK Bro is taking down Cheeky. Nope. Garter will cancel that charge. And poor XC. Actually, XC has his team nearby. And Arteezy in trouble. Down goes Arteezy. Sumail comes in though. Gets a kill. Kills Arteezy. Down goes XZ. And Sumail looking for more. Going on Garter, dealing a ton of damage. Strength heroes take a lot of damage more than death heroes against their primary stats, well 50% of it. So that's a 15% HP loss as well on Garter. But Garter will be able to get out of there with his charge. And EG just pushing. Sumail trying to chase down Garter.
Dire's middle tower is
Oh,
under
maybe.
attack.
Actually, with Blink Dagger,
Dire's
he's running to Cheeky and Garter. Sumail might be in trouble, and Sumail going down looks like probably. Barely makes it out, actually. Looks like
Lowest hell.
PPD misclicked slightly and didn't put the heal
Dire's
down
middle
on
tower
Sumail.
is under
Down on
attack.
the 2, but in the end, makes no difference. Sumail makes it out, and they get the kill on Garter. Dragonite, 2,500 gold saved up. That's a lot of gold, probably his BKB. And Doom does have his Shadowblade now, so we can see that probably coming out soon as a free kill. Shadowblade, Blink Dagger, those tend to be free kills on a hero like Doom, where you can just go in the first time and kill somebody with it. And 3 pieces of items done on Q. Q has been dying quite a bit. He's 2 and 6, but once he gets the items, will be very powerful. Garter charging Arteezy. Definitely gonna cancel that. Can't go solo against that carry yet on his Spear Breaker. Something a little bit interesting is he's not even leveling his Empowering Haste. He's just leveling stats now. Empowering Haste, he is a little bit more so not too surprised to see him going for stats right now as they're behind. But surprised not to even see a value point in it. RTT is farming up. Might be going for BKB next with his 1800 gold saved up. Doom. Just farming in jungle, looks like EG. Being very careful, very conservative, getting their money on their cores. Making sure their supports also get money. And Winter Wyvern's picked up a Cloak Dagger. So, Winter Wyvern, no longer super poor. Fear. Ogre Club probably coming with BKB. Universe uses Shadow Blade. Might be looking for a pick off right now. But Team CDEC, grouped up, playing very defensively. Aggressive. Working towards his Battle Fury. He's fairly close. That's very important. Until he
Dire's
gets
middle
that
tower
Ember
is
Spirit
under
up,
attack.
as a hero, he definitely needs it. And with how far behind Aggressive is, 30 minutes in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Would rather have his Battle Fury a little bit earlier, but it's not too bad timing. He's been pretty good right now. He's 0-5.
Dire's top
0-4.
tower has fallen.
Top tower goes down to EG, and they're just pressing their advantage going around his team. Doom,
Dire's
TPing
top
gone.
tower is under
Shadow
attack.
Blade's up, and he might be looking for a pickup on this on Aggressive right now. Aggressive seems like he senses something's up. And Doom sees Shiki and Aggressive, and decides it's not worth it, backs up a little bit, waits for the rest of his team. Fear Glimmer caped up, and Shiki just runs off. In the mid lane though, Arteezy in a lot of trouble, but Aggressive, looks like Aggressive's going down, he's been duped up, and got a close snap. Sumail in trouble. Looks like Gar will TP out. And that looks like that'll be the end of this fight.
Radiant structures
Arteezy did go down. So that's actually very good for Team CDEC. Right here. With deaths on both those
Dire's
heroes.
middle tower
Just
is under
goes
attack.
far in the hands of CDEC in that fight. They're still far behind by quite a bit though. Twin Guest isn't enough right now. They need to also be killing Sumail. Sumail catching up with him. Only one came behind. And Sumail in trouble. Garter goes down low. Sumail commits suicide. Making sure they don't get gold. He's respawning instantly right now because of Bloodstone. 12 charges on Bloodstone after his death.
Dire's middle tower.
And Shiki almost got his BKB now. BKB is finished on shots we saw in the last fight. Magnum's done on Q. So, Sumail was very dead when he got ulted there. Looks like Doom probably working towards a Shivas or an Assault Cuirass. Winter Wyvern almost has his BKB. Sumail almost got BKB. It's 1,000 more. Bane working towards his BKB, just needs to get the recipe. And Arteezy, he's got a Yasha, probably going for Manta style BKB. Not sure why. Tiny generally here you see get BKB, but Manta style also very powerful on him, as his ult, I believe, does transfer the damage. Garter still quite a ways off from his BKB, and Aggressive still not quite there on that Battle Fury. And Shiki has his BKB finished, so that'll be very good for Dragon Knight. Now be able to start doing more of those team fights without worry from most of the lockdown on the side of each. Just the 2 ultimates, 3 ultimates that go through BKB. BKB, not as strong as it is some games. Shuts down Timbersaw pretty well though, because I believe nothing goes through BKB of Timbersaw, so shuts down Timbersaw pretty heavily. Similar to last year, Timbersaw very similar to Lush this patch. Can't go mid, isn't quite as abusive, but definitely flash farms very well. And EG pushing down mid lane a little bit, or get back to the farm, which is very rich right now. And down goes PvP. Cut out the entirety of Team CDEC. Here, and just to me. Excuse me. And Timbersaw does have his BKB. It's very good for him. He'll be able to start doing even more in this team lately. He has been dominating. And CDEC, proving they're still in this game. Bringing their score back up a little bit. Aggressive still definitely needs a little more money. He's about 604 gold for his Valkyrie. I doubt we'll see CDEC going for any fights until he has it. They just don't want him to die right now. Losing that gold would be awful for aggressive. He just really needs that Valkyrie. Once he has it, I could see them maybe winning some of these team fights more decisively than they have been, just losing them pretty much. And XC, 2,000 gold saved up. So this offlane Tusk doing very well. 4-4 and 4. So got good money and stuff. And see that? No, they're not going for Roche. But that might be. 1,000 gold up on Cheeky on the Dragon Knight. So wonder what his next item will be. And that is the Valkyrie done on aggressive. I would expect them to maybe look for a couple of fights, or just keep farming. Aggressive, generally, as his name sounds like, aggressive, tends to play very aggressively, very go in, get him style of play on his Ever Spirit, but they might be playing a little bit more defensively this game. Can't really go in on the enemy team currently. EG kind of all grouped up in the jungle. Not quite sure why they're all grouped up down here, trying to push out bottom next. They know that most of Team CDEC is up here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Get down after these team fights. Sorry, excuse me. And they're gonna start rotating top. Probably want to try and get a pick off. EG tends to play for the late game. Ortiz has got his next item, and it will be his BKB. So Ortiz even more unstoppable than he was before.
Regeneration! Almighty money.
You're getting very close to his BKB as well, so I'll be even harder to start his ultimate. Glimmer Cape is done on Winter Wyvern, 2 Glimmer Capes done on the side of EG. Guarded. Still doesn't have his BKB, doesn't even have the second part of it for support. But not doing too horribly for himself. 2 and 7.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He is the
Radiant's
lowest
top
network,
tower is under
buying
attack.
works and just isn't getting any of the farm. We're giving it all to Q. Q, their position 4 camp support. And this one. EG though.
Radiant's top
3 of
tower
them
is under
smoked up.
attack.
Looks like them. And EG is going to try and take Roche. It's getting knocked out by Team CDEC, so I think they know about it.
Radiant's top tower is under
Don't
attack.
think CDEC can do. No, CDEC doesn't know about it. CDEC does know about it. Can't really do anything to try and stop it. But EG will. Yeah, EG's gonna take the Roche.
Radiant's top tower
Probably putting
is
it
under
on
attack.
their. And in comes Team CDEC. And
Dire's bottom tower is under
ult
attack.
from AA on 1. Shiki going down to the ultimate of Bane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Aggressive Aggression barely making it out right now. Sumail trying to come in and finish him off. Tusk looks, yeah, Tusk goes down to Universe. PPD on Winter Water went down already. Down goes Garter to
Dire's
Ortiz.
middle tower is under attack.
That looks like that'll be it for this fight. Cressy does manage to make it out. He's got 2,000 gold saved up now, so definitely getting back in the game right now. But CDEC still is not able to win any of these team fights they're trying to get. And Roshan goes down to Tiny.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower
GG seems
is
like
under
they're fine with the
attack.
slow siege, slowly taking out these towers, slowly pushing up the lane.
Dire's bottom tower
Showing up
has
here.
fallen.
Knows that they can't really kill him without the Tusk or the Spirit Breaker stuns. Like pretty aggressively just going around. RTC though. Or aggressive. Blink Dagger on his Ember Spirit. They'll have more mobility, be able to get off better chains, better abilities, and get into those fights that it seems like Team EG just so many Blink Dagger on the Timbersaw and on the Tiny just blink in and are able to control. Doom has his Shiva's Guard finished. Shellblade's up. Just farming up the top lane. Maybe waiting to see if Aggressive comes back into lane, but he's gonna farm and push up the lane. Bane does have his BKB finished. RTZ, another 4,000 gold saved up. This guy's forming ridiculously quickly. Highest net worth by far in the game. Up by 2,000 on his team, 6,000 on anyone in the other team. He's worth more than Spearbreaker and Ember Spirit combined. That's the highest lowest net worth on Team CDEC is equal to the highest on Team EG. So RTZ and EG pushing way far ahead right now. And that corridor, Bane has a gem, so now Team CDEC is behind on vision. If we take a look at the fog of war, the Dire can only see really good 2 wards. They're unable to see much of what's going on anywhere else. So, the Radiant, vision everywhere. So, EG definitely pushing ahead right now. Looks like they might be looking to push down bot lane. But they're mostly just keeping Team CDEC cornered and unable to do anything. Garter, sitting top in the trees, not really sure why he's just sitting here. Comes down, push up, back up the lane. Got an ultimate order that's probably gonna become a hex stick. Could be a Sky, but I doubt it. Could be Lincoln's, doubt it. Q, Force Staff finished. DK has a Sange, that's probably gonna become a Silver's Edge. Dusk, nothing new on him. No, Shadow. My bad. And Garter getting close to his BKB. Aggressive. Nothing new. Okay. Just 2,000 gold saved up. And Ortiz still has a ton of gold saved up. I wonder what he's doing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The rest is just the gold. Still not really doing much with it. And they're gonna be sieging mid lane. Or he's going to tower. He just blinks away. Getting in the extra damage. And CDEC cornered in their base. They're gonna need a really lucky team fight to turn this around. He's on 14 points. Down goes the mid tower. He's frozen up, but CDEC is unable to capitalize as Tiny starts to work on the barracks. He doesn't care, he's just going for it. Never caped, so he's dropping fairly low right now, actually. I'd be a little bit surprised if he just keeps going in. He's got his he doesn't care. And Fear getting something Flint out to him on the courier. A claymore. What is he building? Shadowblade on Bane, it looks like, maybe? Yeah, Shadowblade Fear. So Fear getting a Shadowblade, and
Don't mind if I do.
just running around with the cloak. Looks like he wants the extra damage, a little bit longer duration during his ultimate. And Cheeky trying to take out some ancient stacks right now. EG does know about it and are coming in to try and steal it from him. And CDEC will just back away. They can't fight this and they know it. Aggressive looks like he wants to go in. He does have switch, but he still just needs more damage right now, more HP. Don't think they're able to fight this. And RTZ will take down those ancient stacks easily. And Sumail has taken over the highest net worth from RTZ. That's worth noting. Courier's at the secret shop has a regeneration voidstone, so that'll be Timbersaw almost with his sheep stick. Just needs about 20 more. Trees block you. Just everyone blinks into those trees sometimes. Shiki, that's what saved up. And still, EG just sitting back, making sure that he keeps their net advantage, don't waste any turns, and CDEC unable to see anything on that. Right now. EG's in complete control. Roche will respawn in. We will get to know his timer very soon. And RTZ with his Assault Cuirass and Timbersaw with his Scythe of Ice. Could see EG going in on this now, but looks like a 5-man smoke from CDEC. They're gonna try and get something with this. Probably looking for aggressive and Sumail. But even Doom would be a huge pick off right now. Nope. Rush is still down, but and Team EG knows something's up. They haven't seen any heroes on that. Timbersaw is caught out, but looks like CDEC will just back off here. All 5 of EGs down here. It's not worth it. CDEC trying to fight here. They're just gonna back off. Push up the range. In terms of new items, looks like nothing really is around for anyone. Nothing new coming out yet. A lot of money in the bank, but both teams saving for buyback maybe. CDEC definitely needs to be aware of it, because they are down 1 racks already. And if any of their cores die, it will definitely be at least 1 more racks, maybe more. CDEC unable to do anything, just sitting back and farming. Well, Team EG. Slowly sieging. Pushing down the lane, keeping Team CDEC boxed in. And Roshan has respawned. My guess would be that EG is going to take it pretty soon. But they do not know it's up, so. But now they're going to go. And they're going to be taking it very quickly. RTZ ripping through Rush's health. But CDEC, grouped up, smoked up with 4. Aggressive, the only one who's not here. And they were found out, and in they come. BKBs everywhere. In comes AAO, Sumail, dealing damage to Garter. Garter looks like he's going down. PPD already down though. And RTZ comes in, Shiki goes Doom-ulted, Bane ulted, and goes down. Looks like, yeah, XZ is going to be going down next. Nothing we can really do about it. Drag 8 kills. And it looks like the only two on Team CDEC that are going to live through this is the Ember Spirit and the AA. Team CDEC, or Team EG, like finish that off with a team down road. And looks like they're going to try and take out this activated. Down goes aggressive, caught out by Sumail, which is too sick. This is not going well for Team CDEC right here.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah,
Dire's structures are falling. Roshan has fallen to the
gets to
ring.
Roche, and those mid racks are gone.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
And it looks like they're just going to go for the bottom racks. Arteezy, so far ahead
Dire's
right
bottom
now.
tower is under attack.
And buybacks come in. In comes Carter. Fear dropping low. In comes the AAL. Fear dead. Sumail unable to do all that much. Sitting there spinning around. And looks like Aggressive taking a lot of damage. Winter's Curseus and Aggressive is going to go down here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Or Aggressive makes it. Oh, Sumail barely gets the kill. Looks like Q. Down goes Q. RTC down once. And GG is called by CDEC Gaming. And so EG takes round 1 of this series. I like that's the rest of the series. I don't know. EG just steamrolling CDEC in this game. Timbersaw did a ton of work. Aggressive, amazing player, destroyed the mid lane, and CDEC just never managed to get enough farm on their cores. It felt like this game. Thank you for watching. I am Silent Soul, and enjoy.